Well, the 2026 Vista State of the Community is today, the State of the City address. So here with us this morning to give us a preview of that speech is the Mayor of Vista, John Franklin. Good morning, Mayor. Good to see you.
Good morning, Lauren. Great to be with you.
This is the last speech you'll give us, Mayor, after several years in elected office.
Yeah, so I've been serving Vista in office for 14 years now, 12 on the City Council, 4 as Mayor. This is the last one. I still have a year to go, but it's amazing how quickly time flies. You give your first State of the City speech when you're just elected, and it's sort of a vision speech. And this speech is really going to be sort of encapsulating what I believe we've accomplished in the last 12 years that I've been with the City of Vista. And we have a great story to tell that I'm incredibly proud of, starting with the complete revitalization of our downtown. The only problem we have in downtown now is there's not enough parking, and we're just about to build we're building 32 more spaces. We've revitalized and built the Paseo Santa Fe corridor, which we're very proud of, a lot of new businesses and homes. So we have a vibrancy in Vista and newer, younger people coming to Vista for the first time in many decades, and that's really something that we're very proud of.
Yeah, I mean, if I were you, I probably would have started with the balanced budget for 12 years, because that's a big one, and not only balancing it, but increasing reserves. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
That is actually my very proudest accomplishment. I ran because of 7 years of budget deficits before I was elected, and I ran on a platform to balance the budget. We've done that. Not only did we balance the budget for 12 years in a row and delivered this year an historic $10 million surplus, the largest in the history of Vista, but we've never raised taxes on my watch. And we have raised our emergency surplus, our budget reserve, so that the next time a downturn happens, we don't have to lay people off or cut salaries. And we have gone from less than $8 million in reserves to now more than $40 million in an emergency reserve so that we can weather future financial storms. But we've also created, on my watch, a $25 million pension reserve trust. Funds that are in reserve, we're making more rate of return on our investment in that trust fund than we could if we just paid down the obligation early. But those funds can only be used for our pension obligations. So our bond rating has increased to AA. Balanced budgets. The City of Vista just received an award from the California Policy Center. We're ranked #4 for overall fiscal health out of the 18 cities in San Diego County. I'm really proud of where we're at, and I'm leaving it to my colleagues and the next mayor of Vista to keep us on this great course. And I'm hoping that maybe I can help try my hand at the County of San Diego and help them balance their budget, because we've got City of San Diego, we've got the County of San Diego, we've got budget catastrophe everywhere, because we've got politicians who are spending more than their agencies are taking in, and we can't do that.
Well, talk a little bit about how you go from 7 years of not having a balanced budget to where you are now, which you just highlighted. What was the biggest single factor in changing that dynamic?
It was really easy. It was simply expressing the will of council and the will of leadership that we weren't going to accept spending more. And it meant that we had to freeze hiring. It meant that we had to delay some projects. It meant that we had to tighten our belt a little bit. But, we've actually expanded in the last 12 years because of our fiscal conservatism. We've added more firefighters, more sheriff's deputies, which are hired by the council. We've been able to build 5 new parks on my watch. We have 4 under development right now. We turned a piece of property that had 3 drug houses on it. Literally, they had been abandoned and were full of, transients selling drugs. And we were able to convert that into a park, a beautiful park, one of the most popular ones in the city, called Palo Vista Park, on the way into the city. So we've done some amazing things, but it started with strong fiscal leadership. And that is really the secret to how you run good government. Because when you balance the budget and you wait till the end of the year and know you have some extra funds to work with, then you can do great things that make the city beautiful.
Well, and a lot of people would point to homelessness as being one of the biggest challenges for the City of Vista. Homeless numbers are actually down,
in
a
Vista,
little bit.
yes.
But still maybe some
It's still a problem. But I'm really proud. We built a 48-bed navigation center, not a shelter, a place for people who are really ready to accept the help we're offering. We have a team of social workers in partnership with the San Diego Rescue Mission that's paid for by the City of Vista that I brought in and initiated. I wanted our staff and our outreach team to know every person living on our streets as a human being, to know their story, and to find out why what we've tried to do to help them so far has failed. because I feel that we are filling them because we have tools at our disposal, and it's one of the reasons I'm now a candidate for the County Board of Supervisors. The county is in charge of health and mental health. We need to help people who are suffering from addiction and mental health on our streets say yes, even when they're not well enough to say yes on their own.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time, but tell us when the address will be
It's at
made.
11 a.m. today. There's a few tickets left. Reach out to the Vista Chamber of Commerce if you'd like to attend.
Fantastic. Mayor John Franklin, thank you so much.